Once upon a time, in the heart of the Himalayan Mountains, there lived a creature known as the Yeti. The Yeti was a large, hairy, ape-like creature with long arms and massive feet. Many people in the nearby villages believed that the Yeti was a mythical creature, but there were those who claimed to have seen it with their own eyes. According to legend, the Yeti was a peaceful creature that lived high in the mountains and only came down to the lower elevations during the harshest winter months to search for food. The villagers who lived in the mountains knew to stay away from the Yeti's territory during these times, for fear of angering the powerful creature. One winter, a young girl named Amara was traveling through the mountains with her family when they were caught in a fierce snowstorm. The blizzard was so strong that they lost their way and became stranded in the wilderness. The family was frightened and cold, with no shelter to protect them from the freezing winds. As the night wore on, Amara could hear the howls of the wind and the sound of trees snapping in the distance. She knew that they were not alone in the wilderness. Suddenly, she heard a loud thud, and the ground beneath her shook. She peeked out from under her blanket to see a giant Yeti standing before them. The creature was massive, with long, shaggy hair that covered its entire body. It towered over the family, but instead of attacking them, the Yeti simply stood there, watching them with curious eyes. Amara was scared, but something about the Yeti's demeanor told her that it was not going to hurt them. The family huddled together for warmth, and the Yeti watched over them throughout the night, protecting them from the harsh winter elements. When the storm finally cleared, the family was able to make their way back to the village. Amara shared the story of their encounter with the Yeti, and soon the legend of the creature became known throughout the region. Many years passed, and Amara grew up to become a wise and respected leader in her community. She remembered her encounter with the Yeti, and wondered if the creature was still living in the mountains. One day, she set out on a journey to find the Yeti, hoping to learn more about the mysterious creature. She traveled deep into the Himalayan mountains, braving treacherous terrain and extreme weather conditions. After several days of traveling, Amara finally came upon the Yeti's territory. She cautiously approached the creature, unsure of how it would react. To her surprise, the Yeti recognized her and welcomed her into its home. Over the next several weeks, Amara learned a great deal about the Yeti and its way of life. She discovered that the creature was not the fearsome monster that many people believed it to be, but rather a gentle and intelligent being that had been misunderstood for generations. As Amara prepared to leave the Yeti's home and return to her village, the creature stopped her and revealed a shocking truth. The Yeti explained that it was not the only one of its kind, and that there were many others like it living in the Himalayan mountains. However, these creatures were not peaceful like the Yeti that Amara had befriended. In fact, they were planning an attack on the nearby villages, seeking revenge for the harm that humans had inflicted on their kind over the years. The Yeti pleaded with Amara to stop the attack, and to help the humans and the Yeti find a way to live.